In the annals of great minds twisted by fate, few stories are as heart-wrenching as that of Professor Souichi Tomoe. He was once a brilliant geneticist, a visionary standing at the pinnacle of scientific achievement. Within the sterile, gleaming walls of his advanced laboratory, surrounded by bubbling beakers and complex machinery, he pursued knowledge that could reshape the world. Yet, beyond the cold logic of science, he was a devoted father. The proud look he reserved for his groundbreaking research softened into pure, unconditional love whenever he was with his young daughter, Hotaru. These were the golden days, filled with the promise of a brilliant future and the simple joy of a father's love for his child. He was not just a scientist on the cusp of greatness. He was a man who had everything to live for. But destiny, as it often does, had a cruel twist in store. One fateful night, as a violent thunderstorm clawed at the sky, Professor Tomoe initiated a critical experiment, one he believed would be his magnum opus. The forces he sought to command were far greater than he anticipated. A rogue bolt of lightning struck the facility, overloading the system and triggering a catastrophic explosion. The world of order and precision he had so carefully constructed was consumed by a maelstrom of fire and smoke. When the chaos subsided, the lab was a smoldering ruin. Tomoe himself was grievously injured, his body broken, but the deepest wound was to his soul. He found Hotaru amidst the wreckage, her small body lifeless. In that moment of ultimate despair, his brilliant mind shattered. From the embers and shadows, a presence of immense and ancient evil emerged. Germatoid, a parasitic entity from the distant Tau Ceti star system, materialized before the broken scientist. It offered him a devil's bargain, a proposal born of his desperation. It would restore his daughter's life, but the price was his own body as a vessel, and Hotaru's as a host for another entity, the malevolent Mistress 9. Blinded by grief and driven by a frantic desire to save his child, Tomoe accepted without hesitation. The alien being fused with his form, and with a surge of dark energy, Hotaru was revived. The deal was struck, and the soul of the good professor was sealed away, a prisoner in his own flesh. The man who rose from the ashes was no longer Professor Tomoe. He became the sinister mastermind of the Death Busters, his humanity a mere mask for the alien intelligence controlling him. Hidden within the newly established Mugen Academy, his eyes now glowed with an otherworldly malevolence from behind his signature glasses. His scientific genius was perverted, turned towards the creation of monstrous daemons designed to steal the pure heart crystals of innocent victims. Every action, every calculated move, was part of a grand, terrifying plan to open a gateway and summon the ultimate destroyer, Pharaoh 90, to engulf the earth in a silent, eternal darkness. The loving father was gone, replaced by a puppet master orchestrating the planet's doom. Yet, even in the deepest darkness, a flicker of light can persist. During the final, desperate battle, the unified power of the Sailor Guardians managed to vanquish Pharaoh 90. The immense backlash of energy proved too much for the parasitic Germatoid, and it was violently expelled from Tomoe's body. He collapsed, the malevolent presence finally gone, leaving behind a man stripped of his memories, but not his essence. The final scene of his tragedy is one of quiet redemption. Souichi Tomoe, now an amnesiac with no recollection of his monstrous deeds, is seen tenderly caring for the reborn, infant Hotaru. The evil was purged, the genius forgotten. But the one thing that remained, pure and unbroken, was the profound love of a father for his daughter.